Hey everybody, Scott Brown here with day 34 of Darren LaCroix's 90-day Facebook Live Challenge. Now, I know in the past I've talked a lot about what's your why? Why do you exist? Why do you do the things that you do? Why are those things important to you? And using that why as kind of a foundational anchor for what you want to do in life, for how you want to behave. But before you can find your why, I think there's one other thing that you have to figure out. Who do you want to be when you grow up? Who do you want to be? If you don't know who you want to be, then that why question just becomes esoteric and doesn't really mean a lot. But who do you want to be when you grow up? What kind of a person do you want to be? What matters to you most? Now, who you want to be is going to be largely aspirational. Because let's face it, nobody is perfect, and who we want to be is not always the person that we end up being. Sometimes we're better than who we want to be, sometimes we're nowhere near as good as who we want to be. And I'll be the first to admit that who I want to be, the person that I want to be thought of long after I'm gone, when someone says, who was Scott Brown? I want someone to say that I was someone who cared, that I was someone who was kind, that I was someone who was nice. And by being nice, I helped people get more out of their own potential than they ever thought possible. But somewhere along the way, I don't know when it happened, but nice became a four-letter word. Because when you think about somebody that's nice, you think about the doormat that gets run over. You think about the person that gets taken advantage of. You think about somebody without a backbone who does things just to try to make people feel good without necessarily doing the right things. I don't think that's what nice really is all about. I think nice, as an aspirational goal, I think nice is more of a feeling. It's something that you try to help somebody through a situation by helping them feel a little bit more comfortable. I mean, it's not a word that we throw around a lot when it comes to people anymore. But when we were in kindergarten, we were always told to be nice. We were told to be nice to our siblings. We were told to be nice to our friends. We were told to be nice to other kids, to adults, to society, to our pets. We were told to be nice, but somewhere along the line, nice became a four-letter word. Why is that? Well, I think that nice, along with anything else, that when taken to an extreme, becomes a detriment. You can be too nice. You can be too kind. You can be too hard. You can be too wealthy. You can be too detached. Anything taken to an extreme can become a liability. And I think that's where people started thinking of nice as being something that they didn't want to become, because when you thought of somebody who was nice, you thought of somebody who was taken advantage of. But let me ask you this. If you have a spouse, were you attracted to them, at least in some part at the very beginning, because they were nice to you? If you have a best friend, do you spend time with them, at least in part, because they're nice to you? The family members who you choose to spend time with, do you do that because they're nice to you? And do you find yourself going out of your way to be nice to your spouse, to your family, to your friends, to those who you care about? I should hope so. Because nice is one of those foundational goals that we should have in order to treat people with respect, to treat people with care and love, to help them feel better about themselves. And we use the term nice in other contexts. Somebody can have a nice day, a nice shirt, a nice time, and it doesn't mean something negative. But as soon as you put the word nice in front of a person, then all of a sudden, for some reason, it becomes derogatory. And you think, wow, that person is boring. That person is someone to be taken advantage of. Don't believe me? The next time somebody asks you, why do you love your spouse? In front of your spouse, tell them, well, she's nice, and see what happens. Because even though it's a foundational phrase, we don't think about it as something that we want to aspire to become. I do, though. I do want people as they walk away from me, as our lives separate, our paths diverge, I want someone to look back and say, he was nice to me. He was nice enough to reach out and help me during my time of need. He was nice enough to care about me and my needs and help me on my journey. And it's not something that you get anything for. Being nice doesn't pay the bills. Being nice isn't something that you're going to get rich from. But being nice definitely opens up your heart to an endless array of possibilities that you didn't know were going to be there. It helps others do better. It builds community. It builds connection. It builds relationships. And life is based upon relationships. So the next time somebody says, well, he's just nice, don't think of that as an insult. Think about it as a compliment, as something we aspired to become when we were 6 and we forgot what it meant to be nice somewhere along the way. I've been fortunate enough that I have a lot of really nice people in my life. A lot of incredibly nice people that go out of their way to help others and who are giving of their time and their energy and their skills to help others do better than what they thought they could do. That, I think, is the nicest thing we can ever do, is to help somebody move forward. So next time you get called nice, smile and say, thank you. Because maybe that's the greatest gift that you can give to somebody. And that's the greatest thing they can actually say to you. So until tomorrow, have a nice night, my friends. I'll talk to you on Monday.